What is up, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. We are back on the grind with these YouTube videos. This is now my second one back, and I hope you guys get used to the regular schedule of me posting and tune in for more videos. In terms of this video, it's going to be pretty much a life update. I know, like I said in the last video, I was kind of saying, hey, I'm back, I'm posting videos again. I had really missed content creation, and so I want to get back on this schedule, and I realized I didn't really give you guys a full life update. A lot of things have changed in the last month from when I last was posting consistently. And one of those things, and probably the biggest thing, is that I'm no longer competing in my bodybuilding competition in March. Now, 90% of the content I had produced up until I took the break was surrounded around the idea of me competing naturally in March in a bodybuilding competition. But after doing some consideration, honestly, there were a lot of stressors that were making it so I didn't even really feel excited for competing. Not even so much with the diet or the training or anything like that, more so financially. When I went to register for the competition, I realized how expensive competing is. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget about when it comes to competing. And so after looking at the cost and just based on my situation right now, like some of you guys might know, is I graduate college here in 3 months. And I'm not sure if I'm going to move, what job I'm going to get, anything like that. And so I want to keep my financial situation as safe as possible. And part of that is not spending an extensive amount of money on a bodybuilding competition for maybe a day or two of excitement, as well as putting that stress on my body, when I could use that money and save it towards like an emergency fund or something like that. If you don't know me very well, I'm super into finances. It's my major in college. I love personal finance. Like, what can you do to better improve your situation? And honestly, after weighing out the pros and cons in my own head, I think it was putting more of a stress on me to do this show. It was something that I thought I needed to do, and it was more of a stressor than I was receiving in terms of like a mental boost. I really think it wasn't helping me much, and I kind of came up with this decision a few weeks ago, and I've actually continued to still lose weight. I decided that even though I'm not going to be competing, that doesn't mean I don't have to get to the proper body fat percentage I want. I'm still dieting, and I'm going to get into that during this video a little bit more. But yeah, I'm no longer competing in the bodybuilding show towards the end of March. So that's the first thing I wanted to kind of go over. In terms of dieting, like I said, I still plan to lose some weight. I am very lean right now, which you guys may or may not have seen based on what social media platforms you follow me on. But if you only know me from YouTube, I haven't posted my physique in a little bit, and I probably will on Saturday this upcoming week. I'll post a workout video. However, I'm very lean. I did a very good job. I'm about 181 right now in terms of body weight. And for example, when I started this cut or diet, I was at about 200 pounds. So I'm down 19 pounds, and I've definitely seen progress over the time I've been dieting. But I'm definitely not at the point where I feel like I can stop and maintain this. Especially if I want to be eating more calories, I definitely don't want this to be the stopping point. So from what my mental plan is at the moment, I think I'm going to be dieting for about 4 to 5 more weeks. I think that's enough dieting to the point where I'll lose a few more pounds of fat, kind of get to where I really want in terms of just some of the proportions of my body, and then I'll feel a little more comfortable easing up to a maintenance level of calories. Now, obviously, these things are subject to change, but as of now, I'm not doing horrible when it comes to dieting. I have a pretty good handle on my calorie intake. I'm not getting too many cravings, and my cardio is at about an hour a day right now, just walking on the treadmill, which sounds like a lot, and it kind of is a lot, but it's something you get used to. And now that I'm already at that level, I think I'm okay kind of holding that level and just seeing where my body weight goes if I continue this for about another 4 to 5 weeks. One thing I will mention on top of all this is the reason I'm kind of ending it in 4 to 5 weeks is my mental state. Because of being dieted so hard for the past 3 months, my just mental state and my testosterone is really low, for like really, really low. Like naturally it's going to be a little bit low, but I recently got it tested and I was at about 165 nanograms per deciliter, which I believe is like the measurement. And if you don't understand what that means, for a healthy 22-year-old, the range is like high 300s to like 900 is a healthy range for someone my age, around there. And so I'm at about half of the lower range of that. And I'm looking into some things, seeing how I can possibly fix that in the future. But that has heavily affected my decision when it comes to dieting and just overall how I feel on a day-to-day basis. One thing I've noticed is my sleep quality is a lot worse. It takes a lot more sleep and a lot more structured sleep in order for me to get the same recovery as when I'm eating more calories and as when my testosterone's a little bit higher. And so that's a really big factor right now, and I really don't think I can push this much farther than maybe another month or so, and that's kind of why I want to end this diet. But overall, some of the things I wanted to touch on, I'm not doing the competition anymore. I'm eating about 2,700 calories right now with an hour of walking on the treadmill, incline walk. And I'm 181 pounds. My split has stayed the same for this entire diet. And when it comes to plans after the diet, who knows, honestly. One thing I will give a little hint about is in the next video is my birthday. So you're going to see a little special full day of eating that I'm looking forward to. It'll be fun, exciting, and I will film that content for you guys. So that's just a little hint. But in terms of like a life update, mentally, I feel really groggy. I've been dieting for a long time. Honestly, all these things add up, and I think a lot of people, when it comes to bodybuilding and fitness, and when they start really taking it seriously, they don't realize how many different factors they are. They don't realize how much each different factor affects how they feel. Naturally, I've been doing this for a little bit of time, so I understand pretty well how lower calories and less sleep and lower testosterone all affects how I feel. And I'm very grateful that I understand that a little more than others. But yeah, it's something that I'm honestly just going to try and stick out for about 4 more weeks. I'll give you a few more updates next week as well as in future weeks to come. And when I kind of decide what I'm going to do after this diet is when you guys are going to get another major update. But as of now, the plan is honestly to just stick this out for 4 more weeks, grind, push myself, cardio every day, training when I'm supposed to, and honestly just finish it out strong and push myself, because since I'm not doing this competition, I need to still kind of finish the diet. If I just quit the competition and then decided I was like, yeah, since I'm not doing the competition, I'm just gonna stop with the diet, I would lose twice, essentially. I would lose in the sense that I didn't complete what I thought I was going to, and then I would lose in the sense that I'm just taking the easy way out, and it would feel like I'm quitting the competition just because I want to quit the diet at that point. But that's not the truth. I'm quitting the competition and I'm not competing because of a financial situation, and me completing the diet is kind of ensuring that. If I can complete the diet, then that means I was right. I just didn't compete because it wasn't the right time for me. And I'm not saying I'm never going to compete. It is definitely a possibility in my future when things kind of tone down a little bit. Right now, like I said, graduation coming up, final semester of school. I've been working 44 hours a week every single day. There's not a single day that I do not clock into work right now. And that is another thing I'm doing to benefit my financial situation before graduation. And so with all these factors combined, I just wanted to update you guys on where my life is right now. I promise you I'm going to keep making content. It's something that I want to get back into the groove of. It's helping me communicate more. But a part of that means like reflecting and understanding and updating you guys on where my life is realistically away from the camera. And away from the camera, it's stressful right now. It's tiring. I'm tired, but it's okay. I'm going to keep grinding and I'm going to keep putting out content for you guys. I know I started rambling there, so I'm going to end the video off here. But that was my life update. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and tune in for more videos. Again, there's going to be a surprise video in 2 days that you guys are going to want to see. It's going to be fun, funny, all those things. But I'm going to head in, get my lift in for the day. Just remember to keep grinding, keep working hard towards your goals, and make people remember your name. Peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one.